On the edge of the galaxy, where stars shine dimly and lore is scarce, floats a place known as Galatea Station. This mining outpost drifts along the asteroid belt, lit by flickering neon signs and guarded by little more than harsh silence. Here, survival means playing by your own rules and watching your back. At a high window, Ilara Finch stands, staring out into the depths. She is calm, her gaze fixed on an asteroid just outside the station. She checks her wrist device and waits. A faint tremor passes through the station as a distant explosion blooms over the asteroid's surface. Ilara's lips curve into a small, satisfied smile. Another rival removed. The next day, in Galatea Station's gritty docking bay, a modest transport shuttle lands. Out steps Lieutenant Kira Vaquera, known to her friends as Kit. She's unassuming, dressed in a weathered leather duster, an old space cowboy hat perched on her head. Chewing on a dried snack, she surveys her surroundings with calm, curious eyes. Commander Braga, a gruff, practical officer, steps forward to greet her.
Lieutenant Vaquera, so they actually sent you out here?
Oh, don't sound so disappointed, Commander. I'm just here to ask a few questions. Maybe shake things up.
Braga crosses his arms, unimpressed.
Good luck with that. Out here, things don't stay loose for long.
Kit grins, tipping her hat slightly as she saunters past him, taking in the dimly lit station and the suspicious eyes following her. Soon, Kit finds herself in the mining hangar, where blast marks and twisted metal tell the story of the previous night's destruction. She crouches beside the scorched machinery, inspecting it with care. Commander Braga stands behind her, arms still crossed, skeptical as ever.
It was a mining accident, Lieutenant. Routine.
Funny thing about accidents, Commander. They tend to happen at the most convenient times.
Braga watches her warily, almost as if he's waiting for her to make a mistake. Kit stands, dusting off her hands, and gives him a look that's hard to read.
I think I'd like a word with Ms. Finch.
High above the hangar, in a suite overlooking the asteroid field, Ilara Finch waits, seated in a polished high-tech chair. Her quarters are sleek, a stark contrast to the gritty machinery below. Kit enters, her footsteps light but unhurried. Ilara's eyes meet Kit's with a calculated smile, though a hint of irritation lingers behind it.
Lieutenant Vaquera, you seem to be settling in.
Just trying to get the lay of the land, ma'am. Nice setup you've got here. Makes that accident last night all the more unfortunate.
Kit's gaze drifts to a mineral display case near Ilara's desk. One piece catches her eye, a small rock embedded with scorched fragments of metal. Kit reaches for it, turning it over in her hands as she speaks.
Looks like this one's seen better days. Almost like it's had a run-in with a blast of its own.
Is there something specific you're implying, Lieutenant?
Oh, not at all. I'm just admiring. I might swing by again, for a few more questions, just to satisfy my curiosity.
Ilara's eyes narrow as Kit leaves, her expression tight with controlled irritation. Later, in the mining tunnels, Kit meets with Callum Frost, a miner whose eyes dart nervously as he speaks, his voice barely a whisper.
If she finds out I'm talking to you, I'm as good as dead.
Relax, Callum. Just need a little information. Nothing that'll come back on you.
Callum glances around, his voice dropping even lower.
She's been hiring mercenaries, Lieutenant. Real dangerous types. She'll do anything to control the field and keep the profits all to herself.
Kit nods, absorbing every word. She pats Callum's shoulder, her tone easy but laced with warning.
Thanks for the tip, Callum. Keep your head low.
Kit returns to Ilara's quarters, where the mining mogul waits, her poise immaculate, her patience running thin.
Lieutenant, back again?
Just thought I'd say goodbye, ma'am. Seems my time here's almost up.
Ilara's guarded expression relaxes slightly, her irritation fading.
So soon? That's a shame.
Kit lets the silence linger before speaking again.
But, you know, there is just one last thing.
Kit reaches into her pocket, producing a small, glowing data disk which she places on Ilara's polished desk.
This here's a little footage I came across. That mining accident. Well, let's just say a certain drone happened to catch someone planting explosives.
Ilara tenses, her facade cracking, if only for a moment.
You have no proof.
Funny thing, proof. It has a way of backing itself up. You'll find this file already loaded into Galatea Station's central logs. No deleting it this time.
Ilara's mouth tightens as realization dawns. Kit's already a step ahead. Suddenly, footsteps echo in the corridor, security officers coming closer. Ilara rises, a trace of desperation flickering in her eyes.
My grandma used to say, truth's like stardust. Looks light, but try and carry it too long, and it'll weigh you down.
Ilara stands frozen, powerless, as the security officers close in. Kit nods to the officers as they lead Ilara out in cuffs. With Ilara led away, Kit walks back through Galatea Station's winding halls, her footsteps light, confident. Commander Braga catches up to her, his voice carrying a reluctant admiration.
Never thought I'd see it. Guess you don't need a blaster when you've got a sharp tongue, huh?
It's all about knowing when to listen and when to push.
Braga chuckles as Kit heads toward the docking bay.
You've earned that ticket out of here, Vaquera.
Appreciate it, Commander. Trouble's never too far off. I'm sure I'll find it again soon.
As Kit's modest shuttle lifts off from Galatea Station, the vast expanse of space stretches out before her. Galatea Station fades behind her, a memory, another story told, another truth uncovered. In the quiet of space, her voice echoes, cool and steady.
One last thing. The truth has a way of showing up, no matter how far you try to run.
Out here where the shadows fall, we ride the winds, we heed the call. With every dawn, a brand new way, chasing dreams that lead astray. We're drifting through the stars tonight, with hearts that burn. We'll take our flight. No chains can bind our souls, so free in this wild expanse. It's you and me. Galatea's lights, they fade away, but in our hearts we find our way. The story is told in whispered tones. We'll carry on through distant homes. We're drifting through the stars tonight, with hearts that burn. We'll take our flight. No chains can bind our souls, so free in this wild expanse. It's you and me. So here we stand, the stars our guide. With every step we'll brave the tide. The journey's long, the night is dark, but with each heartbeat we'll leave our mark. So raise your glass to skies so wide, with dreams of gold and love as our pride. For in this dance we'll find our way together forever, come what may.